Hey everybody, this is the Lemons background tutorial. I'm retaping it with sound on this time. Sorry about that, everyone. So this lemon is from the Cricut Images. It's a free one. I brought it into my design space, and I don't need the pieces I'm highlighting over here in the layers panel. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of those two pieces. And then I don't need the green lemon shape, so I'm going to slice that from the full lemon. So I have those two selected, and then I'm going to choose Actions and Slice. Now I can delete this green lemon that's in the back. We're down to just the two pieces now. So I'm going to group those two pieces together so that they will move as one piece now. And bring in a square. Shapes, square, and I'm going to go ahead and size that using the edit bar, 5.25 in size, and white for the video, makes it easier to see. So we'll need to size this lemon appropriately. While I have that up, I'm going to go ahead and arrange and send that square to the back. So I'm going to size this appropriately for your cookie project. I'm going to start with, let me see where 0.65 put me, and a 1/2 inch. I'm going to go with that. And then you can either line up your rows, you can use this turn at the top right corner to place them wherever you want them, in whatever direction you want them to face, and then you have two options for duplication. At the bottom of the screen on the Actions panel, duplicate is the two cards with stars on them, and that's also at the bottom of the Layers panel. So I'm going to bring a few of these in here and position them just kind of randomly. But again, if you wanted them all in a line, you could do that also. That's the beauty of making your own stencils. You can make them how you want them. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and grab all of those together. Pull up the Edit panel, distribute those horizontally. It might not work perfectly because this is an odd shape, but we'll see what that looks like. Yep, that looks good. Sometimes it doesn't work out perfectly, and then you just move whichever individual one you want to. I'm going to go ahead and bring back up the Actions and group those together so that I can now move them as one unit. So I'll bring those over here, position them roughly where I want them, and I'm going to go ahead and bring together all of my same colors. So I'm grabbing all of the lemons, one more lemon, there we go. Oh, I clicked off of the other ones, so I'm going to go back through there. If you don't touch it just right, you lose them all. There we go. So I have all 6 of those lemons highlighted over on my canvas, and now I'm going to weld those together. Then I'm left with these leaf pieces, and I'll do the same with them. There we go. Weld those together. So now, these are ungrouped now that I did that welding, and now I can move all of the leaves together, all of the lemons together. But again, I don't want to, so I'm going to group them. And now I'm going to duplicate this grouping. And here's where you can kind of play with it in the Edit panel if you want to, let's see, where's flip? Horizontally flip those. You can vertically flip them, just whatever you arrive at that you like the way it looks. So I'm going to bring those over, put these up a little, and then we'll duplicate each of the layers. So I'm going to duplicate that one, move it down a couple spaces, duplicate the top one, move it, move that over a little bit, duplicate that again, and duplicate the one above it. So I'm just kind of alternating them every other row, offsetting them a little bit. Now I'm going to move that square out of the way, draw a box around the whole thing, and we're going to distribute those vertically. And all my left sides look lined up and the right sides look lined up, like the way that looks. So now I know that my borders all fit well, but up to the edge a little bit on this 5.25 square. So I'm going to go ahead and change my 5.5 measurement in there. And then draw a box around all of that. Oop, edit, align, and we're going to center that. Now, I didn't group those together, I guess. Let's see, we're going to undo. So if that ever happens to you, no need to panic. Here's what you're going to do. I just must not have grabbed them all to group. Actions, group. Now, when we bring this back over here and get all of that back in the edit panel, go to align, center, and they all stayed together. So now I'm going to go through the layers panel over here, and I'm going to ungroup all of this. We don't need that grouped. Actions, don't need all of that grouped. I'm going to use the top welded image underneath the word group every time. Grab the top word welded image there underneath the word grouping. And we're going to weld all of those. So we just welded all of the leaves together, and now we're going to come in and do the same with all of the lemons. Weld the lemons together. Now, as you can see, the leaves move by themselves and the lemons move by themselves. So what I want to do is group this entire thing, including my square, so that it can't move independently. You want everything to stay where it is at this point. That's really important. Your stuff doesn't move around. And we're going to simply duplicate that. And now all I'm going to do is on one of these groupings, I'm going to get rid of the lemons, and on one of them I'm going to get rid of the leaves. And then draw a box around that and attach. Draw a box around your lemons and attach. Those are ready to cut for a 2-part lemon background stencil. If you have any questions, feel free to place them in the comments.